Coloring books have a special charm. They offer a relaxing, creative outlet for both children and adults. In this video, I'll show you step-by-step how I published my coloring books and made over $19,000 with them. But, despite their appeal, many people underestimate the complexities of creating and selling a successful coloring book. In fact, creating a coloring book that resonates with people and stands out in a crowded market requires a lot of careful planning, research, and work. The real challenge is figuring out how to make money with a coloring book, because, as with any business, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. But don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the entire process, step by step, and show you how you can turn your coloring book idea into a successful venture. Let's start with the first key step, research. The most important thing before you dive into creating a coloring book is understanding your market. What kind of coloring book do you want to make? There are two main categories that most coloring books fall into, those for kids and those for adults. Kids' coloring books are by far the most common and recognizable. These books tend to feature simple drawings with large spaces between the lines, making it easy for kids to color in. The art style is usually fun, friendly, and designed to be visually appealing to children. These books might also include educational elements, like fun facts or simple text beneath the illustrations, helping children learn as they color. The great thing about kids' coloring books is that they are usually easier to create because the illustrations are simpler. It's often possible to create a large number of pages without much complexity, making them quicker to produce. On the other hand, adult coloring books have become hugely popular in recent years, particularly because of their therapeutic benefits. Adults often turn to coloring books as a way to relax and unwind after a stressful day. These coloring books tend to feature much more intricate designs, including detailed patterns, mandalas, nature scenes, animals, and even inspirational quotes that people can color in. The art is often more complex, which makes adult coloring books more challenging to create, but they also have a much more niche and dedicated audience. They can take more time to complete, but for many adults, the process is incredibly satisfying and even meditative. Adult coloring books are also often marketed as stress relief tools, offering a great deal of potential for people who are interested in mindfulness or mental health. Once you've decided whether you want to create a kids or an adult coloring book, the next step is figuring out what niche you want to target. This is a critical part of your success because not all coloring books will sell well, and identifying a niche where there's demand, but not too much competition, can make a huge difference. The traditional way to conduct research is by manually searching Amazon or other marketplaces to see what's already out there. You might start by searching for a broad keyword, like adult coloring books or kids coloring books. From there, you can explore different categories and subcategories to identify niches that seem underserved or underrepresented. For example, let's say you're interested in creating unique themes for your coloring book. You can try searching for terms like transportation coloring book or insects coloring book to see what's already available and how much competition there is. You can also look at the best sellers rankings, BSR, of the top-selling books to get an idea of how many sales they're making each day. This will give you a sense of whether the niche is overcrowded or if there's room for more products. However, this process can be quite time-consuming and requires a lot of patience. Thankfully, there are tools that can make this research much faster and more efficient. Publisher Rocket is one such tool, and it's a game-changer for people looking to publish books on Amazon. This tool helps you quickly identify profitable niches and keywords that are likely to perform well. By using Publisher Rocket's category and keyword analysis tools, you can save hours of manual searching and make more informed decisions about which niches are worth pursuing. It had decent growth and low competition, making it a perfect target. Once I had the right niche, I could further refine my search by experimenting with different coloring book names to see which ones had high search volume but low competition. Publisher Rocket even color-coded the results, so I could easily see which terms had the best potential. Once you've nailed down your niche, it's time to focus on the artwork. This is where things can get tricky, depending on your skills and budget. You have three main options for creating the art for your coloring book: doing it yourself, hiring an artist, or using AI to generate the images. You can use your creativity to craft unique, high-quality designs that fit your niche. However, if you're not an artist, you have a few options. One of the most popular choices is hiring an illustrator to create your artwork for you. While this can be costly, especially if you want high-quality designs, it's often worth the investment because the art is the main selling point of your coloring book. Poor quality art can turn potential customers away, while professional-looking illustrations can make a huge difference in your sales. If hiring an artist is outside your budget, AI art can be a good alternative, especially if you're just starting out or testing the waters. AI can generate quick, high-quality designs, but you should still be aware that customers may notice the difference in quality if they're used to coloring books with hand-drawn artwork. AI art is a useful tool in certain situations, but if you want your book to stand the test of time and stand out in a competitive market, it's best to invest in a professional artist when you can. Now that you have your artwork, you'll need to create a cover that catches people's attention. The cover is the first thing a potential buyer will see, so it needs to be eye-catching and clearly communicate what your book is about. For adult coloring books, the cover should reflect the theme of the book, with detailed artwork that intrigues the viewer. A kid's coloring book might benefit from a more playful, colorful cover. Regardless of the style, it's important to avoid clutter. A simple, clear design with a bold title and high-quality images is key. You can either create the cover yourself if you're comfortable with design, or you can hire a graphic designer to make sure it looks professional. Once your art and cover are ready, the next step is formatting your coloring book. This involves making sure that your images are the correct size and resolution for printing, as well as ensuring that each image is consistent in style and layout. Platforms like Amazon KDP have specific size requirements, so it's important to check their guidelines for formatting before you start uploading. For example, the most common size for coloring books is 8.5x11 inches, but there are other sizes you can use depending on your preference. Once you've formatted your images, you'll need to upload them to a book formatting tool like Atticus. This tool can help you ensure that your images are properly aligned, that the borders are consistent, and that the book is ready for print. When it comes to publishing, Amazon KDP is by far the most popular platform for self-publishing. It's a print-on-demand service, meaning you don't have to worry about printing or inventory, and you only pay for the books when customers order them. To publish your coloring book on KDP, you'll need to create an account, upload your manuscript and cover, and fill in the necessary book details. KDP also allows you to choose your pricing, select your royalty plan, and decide whether you want to distribute your book worldwide. If you're looking for a wider reach, you can also consider other platforms like Ingram Spark. Finally, after your book is published, you need to focus on marketing. There are plenty of ways to promote your coloring book, and the right strategy will depend on your niche. Social media is an invaluable tool for promoting your book. Platforms like Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok are perfect for showcasing your artwork and connecting with potential customers. Influencers in your niche, whether they're parenting bloggers or wellness advocates, can also help promote your book to their followers. Don't forget to build an email list to keep your audience engaged and offer sneak peeks or exclusive discounts. So, do coloring books make money? The answer is yes. With the right research, quality artwork, proper formatting, and a solid marketing plan, coloring books can be a profitable venture. While it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a business opportunity that many people have turned into a consistent income stream. It takes effort, creativity, and strategic planning to build a thriving coloring book business. So, if you're passionate about art, enjoy working on creative projects, and are ready to dive into the world of self-publishing, creating and selling coloring books could be a rewarding and profitable endeavor. It's a lot of work, but if you approach it with the right mindset, it can definitely pay off. Well, that sums it up, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on KDP. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.